Stephen Finn, not the high scoring thrillers of earlier in the week, a low scoring one tonight. Middlesex just a little bit short in all areas, which ultimately made the difference.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that that's the case. In the bowl in front, I think we could have restricted them to 10 or 15 runs less, and then with the batting, we sort of lost frequent wickets there when we just about looking set to start again and press on towards the target. Felt as though we lost wickets at important times. So credit to Glamorgan. I thought they played a good game of cricket, especially Colin Ingram, the way that he played and marshalled their innings. It was really disappointed to lose this game.
For yourself, I think I make that your second best bowling figures in T20, so to come out of it with the defeat must be a pretty, obviously depressing feeling first of all, pretty surreal as well.
Yeah, it's, those things really don't matter because T20 is such a fickle game that you can execute exactly what you want and go for a lot, and you can not execute what you want and you can have the good figures. I felt good bowling, but it's irrelevant really that after the with the results I'd happily go for 80 or 4 as long as we won. So it's disappointed all round, I think.
Missing a couple of big names obviously at the moment. Tom Helm's absence has been a huge blow. You and Helm have been a huge part of the top and the bottom of the innings, particularly the death of course as well. And Nathan Souder going down injured this week as well. His leg spin would have been pretty useful tonight. The injuries haven't helped Middlesex, particularly Helm in these opening games. He's been a big miss, hasn't he?
No, well, yeah, of course. I mean, missing those two guys for these games has been a big miss. But we can't look at excuses. We've still got 11 more than capable, talented cricketers to go out there and compete with teams. And games like today they hurt. All the games that we've lost so far have hurt because we feel as though we've been in the, apart from the Surrey game, I'd say the other 3 games we've been really in the game, and then we've sort of thrown it away a little bit. So we're disappointed with where we're at, but I do think there are positive signs for us to look forward for the rest of the tournament. But we really need to wrestle back that momentum now and quickly. We've got a few days off now until before the Essex game on Thursday, which is a really important game for us now in front of a home crowd, using home conditions to our advantage. So we're going to have to really knuckle down, put these games to bed, knuckle down, get better, and come back for the rest of this tournament fighting strong.
You lose Owen Morgan and Paul Sterling tonight. Daryl Mitchell's in next week. Caps still change over, perhaps back to yourself like last year, but going forward, as you said, for Middlesex, is it just being careful because of the number of defeats this year that obviously there is a list to try and take some of those positives, because obviously defeats can be crushing and hurt, especially with the youngsters in place.
It's important that we keep that mentality of trying to win games of cricket. I mean, obviously we do try and win every single game of cricket, but I think it's those important moments in games where you've got your foot on the opposition's throat. It's important that you really nail those advantages home, and there have been times this year where we've let that advantage slip, and I think that I'd put today in one of those categories as well. It's important that we do that and teach the younger guys in the squad how to do that, so that moving forward through the rest of the tournament and into the future, we learn to win those crucial moments, which will stand us in good stead as a team.
Part of my thought on that was all the more crushing because of last night. Because, wins breed wins, don't they? And equally defeats breed defeats. So after last night, which was crushing as well for Middlesex, with the way it happened, it doesn't help when you're out there tonight trying to get those extra little percenters going. And that's what I'm talking about going forward, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and we know T20 is a momentum-based game. If you get on a roll and you play well and you get that confidence of getting through tricky situations, winning games that are tight, that breeds itself of confidence within the team. So it's important that we draw a line under these first 5 games. It's been a hectic 7 or 8 days now, 5 games in 8 days. We've got a few days off now to draw a line under it before we come back next week refreshed, ready to go with a really clear plan about how we want to go forward, because there's so much talent in the dressing room. It's going to be a matter of time before we turn it around, but it has to happen quickly.
Thanks for your time. See you next week.
Pleasure.